Hi, I'm Cynthia Ainsworth, Student Services Librarian. Welcome to this introduction to Hartnell College Library. You know, these days we get our information from many different sources, and there's a lot of it. But access to more information is not always better. With all this information available, it's pretty complicated to sort through it all. Getting the best information takes time and sometimes money. Often it's difficult to figure out what information is reliable. Think about information that you might need as a college student that seems to be missing from your typical Google search. Print books, ebooks, textbooks, academic and professional journals, documentaries, all of those great articles that you want to read but need money to access. These things are often not accessible from your Google search results. Well, the Hartnell College Library has the solution. The library pays for hundreds of academic resources which are the foundation of scholarly research, and as a Hartnell student, you have free access to all of it. You also have access to the librarians who gather and organize these resources for you. We're here to help you find what you need to be successful in both school and in life. So let's take a look at some of the resources available on the library homepage. From the hartnell.edu website, click on Students and then find the link for the library. Here is the library homepage with links to many of the resources and services the library offers. The hours the library is open is shown at the top of the page. Right now, the building is closed due to the pandemic, but you can contact a reference librarian or a circulation technician any hour the library is open. To talk with a reference librarian, you can email, give the librarian a call, text, or simply type your question into the chat box. The librarian can even open up a Zoom session in the chat to show you how to navigate the library databases. On the left are links to resources that can be helpful. Here is the link to a series of information literacy handouts. These articles cover many topics, from how to get started with research, using resources ethically, and evaluating information and resources for credibility. You can read these as a web page or download the PDF. Now let's take a look at research resources. Here on the right of the page, you will see the list of all the databases the library subscribes to. Here's where you'll find the information that you would have to pay to use in a Google search. We have over 40 databases. Some of the databases cover many different topics, such as Academic Search Complete, and some are specific to one topic or discipline, such as Education Research Complete or ERIC, which cover topics about education. On the left of the page is a list of those databases which are most popular for students, or top choices. If you aren't sure which database will have the information you need, you can use OneSearch. This tool will allow you to search all the databases, including ebooks and print books at one time. Of course, with the library closed right now, print books are not available. But let's take a look at how you would use this tool to find resources online. Let's say my topic is constructivism, the theory that children construct their own understanding through their experiences. I will select OneSearch since I want to see everything that is available on that topic. I can see at the top of the list of things I found a topic article that will give me an overview. If I wanted to learn more, I could click on Full Text Available to read the entire article. I see that there are over 40,000 items that showed up in this list, So I know I need to refine my results to narrow that down. The first thing I want to do is look at the date. I'm most interested in articles or books that have been written in the last 20 years and reflect the most recent research. So I'll change this date to 2000. If I click on the lock button, it will keep those dates in all my subsequent searches. I could then select peer-reviewed journals, which will only show those articles in academic journals that have gone through the peer review process, where other experts in the field review the information to see if it makes sense. I can see right away that some of the articles aren't discussing anything to do with children, so I need to narrow down my topic. If I click on Advanced Search, a box opens up where I can add another search term. I will add early childhood. I see a book that looks interesting, but it's a print book and not available to me right now. So I'll click on Available Online so that only articles and books I can read right now will show up in my search. I see an article that looks interesting. If I click on the title, I land on a page that gives me a description telling me what the article is about. If I think I want to read the article, I can click on the name of the database. Here I can see it's available in Education Resource Complete. Since I'm off campus, I need to put in my ID number. Once I'm in the database, I can click on the PDF link to read the entire article. Going back to OneSearch, I want to see if there are any books that I may want to look at. By clicking on Resource Type and then Books, I have a list of many ebooks I can read. Here's a title that looks promising. Just as I did with the article, I click on the database name. Here it's the EBSCO ebook collection. And when I click on the PDF full text link, the book is open. You may think you don't have time to read an entire book. The beauty of ebooks is that you don't have to. You can click on the individual chapters if one looks useful. Or you can go to the index and search for a keyword that you are interested in. Simply type in the page number and hit enter, and you'll go right to that page. Let's head back to the Research Resources page. Here is a list of research guides created by the librarians in the library. Each of these guides provide information on particular disciplines. Let's take a look at the one for ECE, which I happen to create. Here on the Welcome page, there is information about the ECE program. You can then navigate through the guide using the tabs on the left. The first tab is Articles and Journals and Videos. Here's a list of some of the databases that will be particularly useful for those in the ECE program. We already took a look at a couple of them. Here's one we didn't look at. Flipster is a database of popular magazines such as People, National Geographic, and Newsweek. One of the magazines in the database is Teaching Young Children. Click on the title. Click on Read this issue. And you can scroll through the most current issue of the magazine. You can go page by page or look at all of the pages. If you want to look at back issues, click on All Issues. By clicking on the date, you can see the table of contents for that issue. If you see an article that looks interesting, you can click on it and go straight to the publication. The OneSearch tool is right there for you to use. You can also search for educational videos in the database Films on Demand. I've included here a short film on indoor and outdoor learning. Print books and e-books show some titles that may be of interest. We do have a picture book collection, but sadly it's not accessible at this point in time. Included is a list of e-books that may be of interest. Click on the title and it will take you to the book. Also included is a book list from the Youth Services Librarians in Monterey County called Mirrors and Windows, showing picture books highlighting diversity. You can click on the PDF link to see a more detailed copy. You can contact your local public library for their availability of these books. Web resources and statistics include lists of credible websites that address issues of early childhood education. Websites, statistics, some government websites, advocacy groups, and here's one that has a link to a website with fun activities, including songs and poems, as well as links to websites on children's literature. Under the Citations tab, there is a list of the most common citation styles which you'll need to use if writing a research paper. If you click on the How to Cite Information link, you'll see a list of handouts the librarians have created showing you how to cite individual sources. This link can also be found on the library homepage. Under the Help tab, there is a link to the Panther Learning Lab. If you feel you need some help organizing your thoughts as you write your research paper, or you need help paraphrasing or including a quote in your paper. Here is a feature that will be super useful for you in your studies. When you are in your ECE class in Canvas, or any of your classes in Canvas, look for the link to the library in the left navigation bar. Once you click on this link, you'll see all the resources we've just been looking at. Here's OneSearch. You can search for articles or ebooks right from this box. All of the hours and ways to contact the reference librarian are listed. And here's the chat box, like we saw on the library homepage. Without leaving Canvas, you can chat with the librarian. Here are some essential links. Here's the link to the Research Resources page where we saw all of the databases, OneSearch, and the ECE Research Guide, as well as all the other research guides. This link to open access textbooks will take you to a research guide of online websites offering free open access books. Here you will also find links to all the public libraries and how to get a library card online. Here's a link that will take you straight to the list of research guides. This page looks a little different than the one on Research Resources, but they're the very same guides. And here's a link if you want to check your account in case you still have books checked out. The library also offers a series of workshops to learn the basics of research. You can self-enroll in the course by clicking on the Library Workshops link. There are 7 workshops in the series, each taking 15 to 30 minutes to complete. No grades or units are awarded, but it will make research a little less complicated. So there's an overview of the Hartnell College Library. You can follow us on social media for things happening in the library. And remember to contact the library if you have any questions. Keep well and have a great semester.